So alright, so first and foremost, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. We say that our apostles and elders are great mercenary well. Our teachers are apostles in the truth, and we say salutations solely Akamas by pushing the truth and say day in and day out, and we continue season we say shalom. Once again, going into a little video here. Just dropping a few scriptures upon this video here. Now, this video is upon a movie called The Unholy, which is a horror movie, right? Now, basically, a quick summary of that movie is that it's a movie where a girl she saw something like Mary's spirit, right? Mary's spirit, and the spirit was actually healing. The spirit was actually healing the sick, and so on and so forth, healing the sick. But really and truly, it was a deceptive spirit, and basically it was a demon, right? Nonetheless, what I really wanted to get into this video is that to show you that this people worshiping Mary and people worshiping things that they don't even know what it is they're worshiping is facts. This movie is basically like majority of people outside here. Some of these people went on the rosary. Some of people is going to Catholicism, believing in Catholicism more than they believe into the scriptures and so forth. Now, when you go into the scriptures, you will understand what the Lord say about worshiping idols, about worshiping graven images, and so on. But this movie was like a example, a perfect example to show that how majority of the people that be in these churches are easily deceived, that easily believe in things that are not written, things that are plain as it could be, that written in the scriptures, but that's because they don't read, and that's because they believe everything that the pastor or the pope say they go with. And that is just the deceptiveness of Catholicism, of Christianity, and so on, right? Now, I would like to start with Exodus, right? Exodus chapter 20. Exodus chapter 20, verse I'll start from verse 3. It said, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." It said, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth." It said, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and to the fourth generation of them that hate me." So the scripture says here is that the Lord said what? That you shall have no other gods before me. Now, when you go into the whole concept of what Catholicism and so forth bring forth as Mary, they have the images in the church. All these religions, Christianity, Catholicism, all of them that worship Mary and so forth, that is not the mother of the Messiah. That goes back to a pagan god, right? That goes back to a pagan god. So when you are bow down and worship and say you're here Mary and so forth, all these things, you're worshiping another god that have nothing to do with what it is written here, who it is supposed to serve. Because the Lord telling you here what? "Thou shalt not have no other gods before me." It said, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth." It said, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them." So one time, in just like in this movie here, and just like many instances, people who go to church, people who came out from the church system, they could tell you, and they could bear witness that people bow down and worship these statues, they bow down and pray to these statues, to these angels, to what the church demons, angels, what the church demons, Mary, and all these things. And one time we're not supposed to even do that. We're not even supposed to do that. So Mary is just the mother of the Messiah, and that is just what she is. We're not supposed to be worshiping her. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. The account was given. Yes, she was the mother of the Messiah, and that's just what it is. That is just what it is. Who is supposed to worship is the Father and the Son. But just like in this movie here, it's so easy to deceive people that just lost. And just like this image from this video here, you see how much people that have in the churches now. It have plenty Israelites. It's be outside there that congregate. Like Israelites flock more to the church than any other nation outside there. And they do the same thing. They have the if you go into the houses of Jakes today, you will see pictures of Mary and the Messiah white as shit. You understand? And with a moon over them, and you know that symbolizes something. I go back into pagan worship as well. That image itself go back to idol worship. You understand? And they bow down to it, they hold up to a high standard. You know, they had the images in the house, the statues. When they go to church, they kneel long, they kiss the feet of the statue and so forth. And there is something you're telling them that you're not supposed to do. That you're not supposed to do. Right? I'm gonna jump to the next scripture here. Jump down the scripture. This is 1 Timothy, right? 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 5. It says, "For there is one God and one mediator between God and men, the man Yahushua Mashiach," right? Which is who? The Messiah, which you will ignorantly call Jesus Christ. I just say it to say that because we know that is not the name. That J come through the Renaissance period and so forth. Right? But the scripture say here what? 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 5. It say what? "For there is one God and one mediator." One mediator. One mediator. The thing is that if people read and stop making these scriptures say, "Blessed is the man that read it." You understand? These people blindly go to church and just be lost on what the pastor saying, just be lost on what the bishop saying. And they don't understand because they just believe that if they go to church, they go in the synagogues that they're going to be saved. So they easily being deceived. Just like if you notice the man that is in a white gown, to like on the left hand side of the screen, he is basically like what you call it the high pastor, whatever it is in the movie. And basically his whole role was to be deceptive. All he was studying about is money. You understand? All he was studying about is money, and he is a perfect example of what majority of these pastors and priests and so forth in these churches are after. They're after the money. They're not after saving the soul. So they would have you worshiping whatever it is, wherever it is. You know? They'll be selling these images because why? They're bringing in the money for them. But the scripture say here what? Let's say what? 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 5. It say, "For there is one God and one mediator." One mediator. Now when you look up mediator, when you look up the word mediator, right? Quick Google search. Quick Google search. It say a person who attempts to make people involved. Right? Right? So yeah. So there's only one person could be that mediator, and that is who? Yahushua. That is who? The Messiah. Not Mary. Nothing else. They say mediator. They say a negotiator who acts as a link between parties. So there's one person who is that link between the Father and us, and that is who? Yahushua. Not Mary. That whole Mary doctrine, that whole Mary teaching comes through what? Catalysm. Through these churches teaching madness. You understand? That is where it come from. Because when you read through the scriptures, you're not seeing that. It never say worship Mary, it never say pray to her. It never did. And just like in this movie, that is just how majority of these people, these jakes be outside here, they're lost. Easily deceived. Right? Easily deceived. Jump down next scripture here. bowing down, praying to these images and so forth, and they don't even realize, or they don't even want to know, because when you're on the streets, when you're on the streets telling them that, hey, you're worshiping idols, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. This is Hebrews chapter 7 verse 25. It say wherefore he is able also to save them. It say to the uttermost that come unto God by him, seeing he ever liveth to make intercession for them. So is Yahweh Shai talking about? So it's him, not no Mary, not nothing else. It's him. Him is Yahweh Shai that make that intercession. Right? Now, one of the things that was said, right? One of the things that was said in the movie was that blessed be the womb. Blessed be the womb that bare thee. That is what it was said in the movie, and plenty people don't understand that when you read the scriptures, Yahweh Shai had an answer for that. Yahweh Shai had an answer for that. Right? This is Luke. This is Luke chapter 11, verse 27. Right? Luke chapter 11, verse 27. They say, and it came to pass, as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said unto him, blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked. But he said, yea, rather blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it. So blessed be them that hear the word of God and keep it. And if the Lord say not to worship idols, he is immediate and so forth. That is what we're supposed to keep. That is what we're supposed to listen to. That is what we're supposed to be blessed unto. Not the blessed that the womb that make thee. But in the movie, they said it and they make it sound like they didn't put the piece where Yahweh Shai basically say, yo, blessed is them that hear, blessed. They didn't put the verse 28, which is, but he said, yea, rather blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it. Not bless them that not bless the womb. Come on. And again, in the movie, they didn't add that piece. But people, and especially for people that in the churches, they hear that blessed be the womb, and they run with it. So that's why they worship Mary, they worship Saramis. You understand? They worship Tammuz, they worship the Queen of Heaven. All these people on it, and they're not worshiping the Lord. They're not worshiping the Father and the Son, but they worship everything else. Because why? Just as the Yahweh Shai say, but he said, yea, rather blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it. And that is something they don't do. They do like they don't hear the word properly, and when they do hear it, they do like to keep it. You understand? So it have no way. These people are praying unto Mary. These people are praying unto Mary that bow down to the images and so forth. That go back to idolatry. That have nothing to do with Yahweh Shai. That have nothing to do with the Lord. So one time I know that is what idol worship, and the Lord already said we're not supposed to be doing idol worship. So this will show how easily these people are deceived. Again, this is a perfect example how easily people are deceived today. And in this scene here, there are plenty of people with the Bible holding it in their hand and they're clapping and so forth. Yes, we know it's the place full of Edomites here, but it's the same way these Edomites is in the movie, the same way Jakes is in real life. You know, they be in the church, they had the Bible under their arm, they know they didn't even open it, they didn't even read it and so forth. But they're quick to what? Kneel down to the statues, they're quick to kneel down to the images. You know. If if you ask somebody find that so-called Hail Mary thing in the Bible, they can't even, it's not there. Hey, let's show you, man. Let's show you, test the spirit. Test the spirit. You understand? Test the spirit. But they don't do that. They don't do that. You understand? Because to test the spirit, you don't know the Lord's word. And that's something they don't know. That's something they don't know. So what they do is worship all these idols and think they think it's the right thing. You understand? You understand? So yeah. So again, just some quick words on that and how easily people could be deceived. Even today, again, when I saw this, it's just to show you. It's the same way Jakes is today. It's the same way you see them all on the internet doing what? Posting them images and thinking it's the Lord, thinking is something that you're supposed to worship and so forth. And they be lost. So with that, we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekakodash. We say that we say apostles and elders agree, must not well. But teachers are apostles and shoot and we say salutation. So the Akamat say push on the truth and say charity day in and day out. And then constantly season, we say Shalom.